Hi everybody, welcome to a yoga stretch class with me. I'm Justine. Let's go ahead and get started on our mats. Lay down, get comfortable. All we have to do is just breathe and stretch our bodies. So start by grabbing the knees and drawing them towards your armpits. Take some gentle rocks from side to side. Let your whole body start to just sink into the mat. Just feel the support of the earth underneath you. I like to close my eyes so that I can start to check in with myself. I feel like when I close my eyes, I can open my eyes inside. Paying attention to what my body needs instead of forcing anything, thinking too much about what I think I should be doing. I know that I'm honoring what my body is asking for. Start to connect with your breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Your exhales can be out of your mouth or your nose. And then come back into stillness. Squeeze your right knee in towards your armpit and then extend the left leg long. It's a gentle squeezing towards the armpit, nothing like you're crazy forcing your right knee into you. Again, it's just this place where we can answer the call of what our body's asking for by listening in. Nothing forced, just deep breathing. Spine is long, head and neck are relaxed. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then go ahead and bring your right knee over to the left side. You can prop it up with a pillow or some towels. From there, right arm over. You can, again, prop up your right shoulder as well. It can really help. Look up or to the right. Let your entire body just begin to melt. If this feels extreme on your right shoulder, you can also tent your right fingers to help prop it up if you don't have anything nearby. Start to pay attention to the quality of your breath. Is your belly rising and falling with every inhale and exhale? And if it's not, and if it's still really clenched, just begin to allow that space. Let's take one more breath in. And full exhale here. Right ankle to your left knee, figure four. Flex through the right foot. And then go ahead and interlace behind the hamstring or over the shin. Make sure that wherever you are, your head and neck is released down. So if you need a prop like a rope or a pillow, or not a pillow, a rope or a strap, or even a towel to extend your limbs, you can rope it around and draw it in. Get creative. We all have things at home we never knew we could use for certain things. You're encouraging your right knee away from you as you're bringing the left knee into you. That's how you know you got the right pose. And your right hip can sometimes let you know that too. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right, keep the left knee squeezing in. Extend the right leg long onto the mat. The left knee coming into the armpit. Left leg, just nice and easy. Nothing too crazy here. You don't need to flex or point or anything to engage. It's really about surrendering into the stretches. This is also called wind relieving pose. So if you notice that there may be some air a brewing in this pose, you're not alone. Funny story, I used to teach a yoga class to an elderly class years ago, and every single time I would do this pose, everyone would fart. Okay, bring your left knee over to the right, pat up as you need to, and then just look up or over to the left side. I love to close my eyes and just melt. Nothing too forced here, just breathe. Your breath is self-adjustment. Your inhale, it's like you're inviting more space, and then exhale, you're surrendering into that space. Full belly breathing. one more deep inhale. And complete exhale. All right, we're taking ankle to knee, left ankle over your right knee this time. And then figure four, thread the needle. Grab hold of where it's comfortable so you can rest your head, neck, and shoulders down. And you're just breathing, opening up through that left hip. I love reclining pigeon. It just really helps me to get into my hip without really sacrificing the length in my spine or anything like that. Pigeon pose is a wonderful pose, but it can feel a little extreme, especially in times when you want to be a little more gentle or you're more tight. Notice the quality of your thoughts. Bring them back into the breath. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Grab hold of your left foot. You can grab lower, on, like behind the knee, or around the ankle, or at the outer edge of the foot. Same with the other side, happy baby. Just grab where's comfortable for you. Let it feel really good so that your neck and spine can be on the mat, feel supported. So if your happy baby is hanging onto your knees or your thighs, then that's awesome. And then release that and bring the knees back into the armpits. Cross at the ankles, grab behind the knees now. And then start to rock and roll up and down the spine. Think of it as a little bit of fun and also like a little massage for your spine. And then rock all the way up. Cross your ankles or find a seat that's comfortable for you. Place your left hand tented or flat onto the ground. Reach your right arm up to get long, and then just go ahead and lean on over to the left. Relax your shoulders down the back. I like to look up at the ceiling and then down. Stretching the right side of the body and opening up through the neck. Keep breathing. Right hand to your left knee. Left arm reaches up and over to your right knee, and then just curl into a little ball of U with your elbows crossed. Stretching out your back. And then from there, keep your elbows as they are, come up to sit, and then you can touch the backs of your hands or take a full eagle wrap with your palms touching. And then start to rotate your elbows around one way. Nice little stretch in the shoulders. Sitting up tall. But let your belly just hang out. Seriously, if we hold it in way too much, it's not natural. Let it go. There's a difference between core activation and just sucking your belly in. All right, take those elbows around the other way. And then like you're taking off a layer of yourself, just go ahead and unravel. Inhale, your arms out of prayer above your head. And exhale, right hand down, left arm over. You're stretching your left side this time. And if you liked it on the other side, gaze up and down. Left hand to your right knee, and then draw your right arm up and over to your left knee, and then curl into a little ball of U with your elbows crossed. This should feel kind of like a cat spine where you're really hollowing out through the belly and puffing your upper spine up. Keep breathing. Keep the cross at the elbows, and then take your eagle wrap, however you need to. And then, I was trying to go the other way. And then go ahead and draw your elbows around and around. Nice and gentle. And if that's too much for you, you can go from side to side, or you can just stay right where you are. And if your eagle wrap needs to look like that, that's cool too. You can even go like this and rotate around. And then take the circles the other way. Then releasing, inhale, circle the arms up, breathe up to a prayer. And exhale, hands out in front of you, setting up for cat-cow. Elbows over your shoulders are over your wrists, your hips are over your knees. Inhale, your heart forward. Exhale, dome the spine, look towards your belly button. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now just go ahead and set it free. You can stay just like that, or you can sway your hips from side to side, or taking any rolls of your neck. Your hips can sway side to side. I encourage you to close your eyes so that you don't judge yourself. You just flow with yourself. One more breath cycle, inhaling. And exhaling. Come back to a neutral spine, flat back, and then lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. Big breath up, and then thread the needle, right arm under your left, and drop your head down, stretching up through the spine. Your lower spine stays neutral as your upper spine is doing the work here. Keep breathing. I love awkward poses like this and then encouraging the breath because it reminds me to always find breath in times that are not easy. Coming back up, your right arm reaches up, unwind. And exhale. Ooh, I like to roll the right wrist around on the way down. That feels really good. Other side, left arm lift up. And then thread the needle. Use the right hand as a kickstand, right elbows facing up. And then again, try to keep your hips as neutral as possible. Breathe deeply. Unwinding. Lift your left arm up, and then take those circles of the wrist all the way around. I keep saying elbow. That's not your elbow. And then left hand down. Okay, breathe. Extend your right leg back behind you. Tuck the toes under, and then just start to rock forward and back on that foot. Starting to roll around the foot and get into any parts of the foot that need some extra stretching and attention. Stretching out the back of that calf. And then kickstand the left foot, come to the inner edge of the right foot, and then lift the right arm up to the ceiling, and then over your head. I like to repoint my foot here so your right foot can extend, so you feel that stretch all along your right side. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, right arm up, and around, and then down to the mat. Same thing, other side. So tuck the left toes back, kick the left leg out, and just rock and roll forward. Rock and roll. Stretch out. You'll notice where your foot needs that extra little love. Round and round. Just take it around different ways. Be curious. Keep breathing. And then kickstand your right leg, come to the inner edge of your left foot, and lift your left arm up to the ceiling. Left arm over your head, now point your left foot, and stretch. It's like a little mini back bend stretch, but you're really focusing on this whole entire left side, all the way down through your left toes. Take a deep breath in, and then rotate your left arm all the way back, dog. Tuck your toes under, bring your hips high. Melt your head down and start to pedal out through the feet. Marching in place, bending one foot and then the other, looking side to side. Come back into stillness. We're going to take some plank rolls, looking towards your belly button. Start to reach your upper spine towards plank, and then your head and neck will be last to release. Bend your knees, hips high, and then bowing your head. Just like that, 2 more times. Inhale, ripple, looking towards your belly button. Plank, and then bend knees, booty high, and then melt your head down. 1 more time. Inhale, rolling to plank, be a wave. Bend knees, hips high, down dog. Lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, open the hip. Bend the left knee a little bit to make space if you need to. And then really open up through the right hip. So don't worry if your right shoulder comes up a little bit. We're not worried about alignment. We're just trying to get into a deep stretch here. Extend the right leg and then step your right foot forward and then lower the left knee. Lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. You can stay here or you can kick up through that left leg if you need a little bit more heat in your practice today, or if you're fully focusing on restoring, keep your left knee down. And then rotate your right arm behind you and then down. 2 more times, opening up through the shoulder. Forward, up, and back. Breathe with it. Inhale, lifting, and exhale. All right, we're taking our half split. The way you know you're in the right position is that your left hip is over your left knee. Flex your right foot up towards your face. It's okay if you keep a bend in the knee or you need some props to lift yourself up. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to melt. My hamstrings are so tight right now from riding my bike and walking, so I'm really not going anywhere with my breath, but it's important to still encourage the breath. So inhale to lengthen, exhale to melt. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to melt. And just stay here, surrendering into it just for a little bit. Don't force it, just breathe. You go to that edge, right at the edge, and then you stop and then you breathe. You don't go past that edge. Okay, come back forward, stepping onto that right foot. We're meeting in a plank pose. And then lower your knees. Stick your butt out. Bend your elbows straight towards your bend your elbows straight towards your hips and lower down onto your chest and your chin for knees, chest, chin. It should feel pretty awkward, but that's right. Your toes are tucked under, booty sticking high, and elbows alongside of your rib cage. Now slither onto your belly. Roll the shoulders back. Bring them alongside of your chest. Baby cobra, extend, be long, deep breath in. And exhale, tuck your toes over your knees, child's pose. So your knees are still inner hips distance apart. Bring your big toes to touch and sit back onto your feet as you drop your forehead down. When your knees are closer together like this, you're getting a nice stretch in your upper spine. Come back to the breath, inhaling and exhaling fully. Just feel your back radiating towards the ceiling. Okay, coming forward, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, open the hip. Again, bend that right knee for more space.
And then don't worry about keeping your shoulders in line. Pop that left shoulder up a little bit so you can lean over and get a little more of a stretch where it feels nice for you. Re-extend the left leg and then step it all the way forward. Lower the right knee if you did so on the other side. Lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. Now let's open up our left shoulder. Follow with your gaze, left arm back and around. Inhale to lift. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Left hand down. Half split time. Oof. Runner's lunge. Okay. Left foot flexing up. Keep that bend in the left knee if you would like it. And then let's get into our breath. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to melt. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Now just stay here for a moment. Be with yourself, be with your breath and your hamstring. Give it some love. Don't force it, just be with it. Okay, step back onto that left foot. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, lower onto your knees. Squeeze the knees in together this time. Point the toes back in together and then lower for your child's pose with your knees together, curved over into yourself. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then from there, come to sitting up. Knock your hips over to one side, sitting down, and then laying back onto your back. Place your feet down so you can feel your heels with your middle fingers. If you extend your arms long, that's about where they should be, but feel free to adjust if they feel too close or too far. You're gonna take some rolling bridges. So press into your feet. Inhale to lift your hips and your arms at the same time. Hands come up over your head. And exhale, hands and hips lower at the same time. I like to close my eyes here. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. All right, from there keep your right foot down and then go ahead and grab behind the hamstring as you flex the left foot up. Some of you may want to grab a little bit higher on the leg, or you can go ahead and bring your strap, rope, or towel around, whatever's comfortable. Just wherever you are, don't lift your chin up like that. That's not where we want to be. You're gently encouraging that stretch all along the back of your hamstring, right there. Now you can stay here, or you can even bend the left knee if this isn't accessible to you. Go ahead and scoot your hips over to the left side. Keep that right knee bent, and then bring that left foot over to the right, down onto the ground or to pillows or blocks or whatever you have, and then left arm over to the left. So this is like a revolved triangle pose, but on our backs, which is awesome. And our right knee is bent, so it gives us more space. Deep breathing, inhale. Exhale. And if that left foot doesn't go down to the, see how I can just prop it up on something? You can find something like that. Last deep breath in. And deep breath out. Okie dokie. Place your feet mat distance apart. And then knock your knees together. Bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Take a moment to say something very kind to yourself. I was thinking, I love you, buddy. Okay. From there, bring your knees to face up and then just knock your knees over to the left. Now you can stay here, or you can bring your left ankle over your right knee and then readjust yourself so that your right knee is in line with your right hip. I like to bend my right leg and bring that foot in a little bit closer so that I'm getting that hip flexor stretch, but that's a little extreme, so don't worry about that. I like to place my hands on my belly. Just allow the breath to fill. It feels nice to feel the hands lifting and falling. Okay, wherever you are, come back up, feet down, and then we're going to take that stretch on the other side. So go ahead and grab behind the right leg, keep the left foot down onto the mat, flex the right foot up. Make sure your head and neck are supported on the mat, so that's where you know that you are. So if it's a little bit higher, that's cool too. But just make sure that you're just not like, ugh, to get the stretch. And then you're just gently encouraging that right leg in. Deep, full breaths in and out. Okay, from there, scoot your hips over to the right. Keep your left leg bent. I don't know how to speak today. And then your right foot all the way over to the right. And then you can grab hold of that left leg if you'd like for that extra stretch, or you just let it hang out. And then right arm to the right. Prop yourself up if you need to. Something underneath that right foot can be really helpful. And then come all the way back up, releasing. Both feet down, mat distance apart. Knees knocking together. Take a moment, left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now knees over to the right side. Right ankle over your left knee. You can stay right here. This is beautiful. Or you bring your left hip in line with the right left knee, and then you go ahead and you bring that left foot in a little bit closer. And then you just relax. I like to bring my hand onto my belly. Your next exhale, just release you from the pose. And then just bring both of your feet up and then just flail around, have a tantrum. Squeeze the knees into the chest, give yourself a little love. Cross at the ankles, grab behind the knees, rock and roll gently up and down the spine. Up to a cross-legged position. And then switch, so that you're switching where you normally go. And then bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms around. Big breath in, gather up all that energy.
energy. And exhale, seal it right into your heart. Exhale. Bring your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in together. We're going to hold in between. So inhale, fill up with breath. Hold the breath. Exhale. Again, inhale, fill up. Hold. Exhale. Last time, deep breath in. Hold. Exhale. Breathe easily in and out of both of your nostrils. Palms face up on each of your knees or thighs. And just breathe. Take a moment to say something very kind to yourself. And if nothing comes up, then maybe say something kind to someone you love. Starting to get into that energy of love and kindness. And if it's hard to do for ourselves, then go to the image of someone that you love and care about and send them some love to start to generate that energy. Last deep breath in. And exhale. Open the eyes. Have a beautiful day. I hope you enjoyed this really nice moment of stretch and breath. See you soon.